I truly believe that social media and the internet has systematically poisoned people's minds and made it incapable of them having fun. Like, do people actually enjoy themselves? Everywhere I go now, most people just have their phones out. So instead of being in the moment and enjoying it by yourself, with your friends, girlfriend, family, everyone just has their phones out literally the whole time. Now, that's part of it. That's a symptom of the issue. But I don't care what we're talking about here, your career, your work. Are you having fun and enjoying yourself? That's one of the major pillars of what I create. Like, I look at my communities, my team, my nationwide real estate team. One of the principal things pasted on the wall and then we focus on is, yeah, we get stuff done. We have fun though. We laugh, we have a good time. Anybody will tell you when they're around me, we're laughing and having a good time most of the time. Yeah, we can be serious, but it's lighthearted. Because I'll look at it this way. Let's say I'm going through like the last year and a half, basically up until recently, where I was on grind mode and I had to literally rebuild and it was tough. But I knew that that was temporary and I learned to enjoy it. I said, I'm either going to kill myself in this grind and be miserable, or I'm going to do it with a smile on my face, blocking out the world, doing what I need to do, focusing on the people close to me and building my dream, releasing my sales book like I did, continuing to write my books and just building my vision and legacy, and having to take a step back, regroup after being deplatformed and starting over again. That would have been a time to wallow in misery and pity and all that stuff, but I didn't. I've always learned how to make stuff fun. Now, part of that is having my phone on Do Not Disturb and not even really, and not even going on social media much. Sorry, my cats. And people are addicted to social media. Most of my social media time is this, creating videos, doing trainings in my programs, like when I do pop-up little 3, 4, and 5 minute daily videos, maybe creating the content that I'm going to do for that day or later that week on Instagram, YouTube, and that kind of stuff. And then being on Zoom and that kind of stuff for trainings that I'm doing every day for pretty much a couple hours every single day now, for the most part. That's it. You look at my screen time and all that, it's very low. And one would think, oh man, but you're a creator and this, like you're on your phone all. No, I'm not. My screen time isn't more than 2 or 3 hours a day. Now, a lot of people won't believe that. That's fine. Maybe one of these days I'll post it in the community section in YouTube, right? But part of the reason I'm having so much fun is I'm not sitting there on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube watching a bunch of shit. I got to get on the people in my coaching program about that. I'm like, dude, why the hell are you guys watching YouTube when you have access to our platform? And like, oh man, my bad. I'm just so used to it. So now they go on the platform instead of going on YouTube. That's just so normal. It's like the new TV for people. But are we having fun? Or are you guys falling for the nonsense of the fake lives that people post for you? Oh, we're on yachts and we're partying and clubbing and most of those people are freaking miserable, dude. How many scandals have to come out? How many people have to be exposed and all that for you to find out that, oh man, all those pictures they took in airplanes is like a set where they just go in like a little thing that looks like an airplane. Like, how much of that shit do you guys need to see? People aren't having fun. You know how you start having fun? You find the fun in everything. I could go outside right now. Like, I'm looking at a couple palm trees outside my window right here. I could go out and climb those palm trees, grab a coconut, just look at the bushes and sit there and have a jolly old time by myself. No, that's not weird. The fact that we can't do that and enjoy and have fun with the simplest things in life. Like, dude, if I was, I'm thinking of visiting my padrino, my godfather, right? Miguel. He's in Dominican Republic. He's in DR. Like, I want to go. I'm going to have so much fun because he has a finca, kind of like a farm, right? A ranch, right? And he has acres, like 10 acres, 20 acres. And he moved there a long time ago. He moved there, I think, like at the turn of the millennium, 25 years ago. I'm going to have so much fun just walking his property with his animals and like climbing the trees and getting bananas and eating mangoes off the tree. Like, that's what I'm looking forward to. The fresh air, the fresh food. Like, I'm going to be able to go over there and sure, I'll take some clips and stuff, but just even by myself, bro. Like, I'm going to have so much fun being in nature, getting sunlight, going to the beach. Like, it's going to be incredible. Like, today I left my house at 9 a.m. basically. I did that calisthenics class. I did some other stuff. I hung out. I met some great people today. Then I did a team training. Then I got some food and I came home like at 3. So I was gone for about 6 hours before I came back home. I had a great freaking time today. I was thinking about it. I was like, man, this was fun. Met some new people, got a great workout in, got some sun, trained my team for an hour, and it was a bomb training. Came home, chilled for a little bit. Now I'm shooting content. I'm going to do some private stuff in my group later. Life is good, man. And it was a simple day. I didn't go shopping and spend all this money. You guys got to remember, like everyone's going for the hype stuff. And I'm going to buy a Lambo and this. I did that shit 10 years ago. Sold it all, bought more property. Like what I did was boring and not flashy for social media. It doesn't matter, dude. I'm having fun. You can have fun too. You don't need money. I have the bare essentials here. Look how I shoot my content, and I've always done this. I had 200,000 subscribers on my channel within a couple of years, my first one, and I shot content like this. I'm never going to stop because this is the style and the brand. I don't care what everyone else is doing. I'm having fun. If I did social media the way everybody else does it, jumping on trends and being cringe, you think I would still be here? I said this a long time ago. The moment social media stops being fun for me, I'm going to stop doing it. So even this video, I'm having fun. I thought of the idea. And like, that's how I create content now. All the content on this new channel, most of it is I had the idea, maybe I jotted it in my phone or in the moment I thought of it, boom, turn the camera on and talk. There's no editing, there's no jump cuts here. Pay attention. I'm not cutting or editing because I made a mistake. These are raw, but it's more fun that way. Not only does it demonstrate that I know how to speak on the fly and I'm a very good communicator, but it's more fun this way versus me coming on and, this is my initial script and this and that. Now, do I know how to do a great hook and all that shit? Of course. I've studied marketing at the deepest levels and understand it, and I teach it. And when I need to, I'll execute that stuff. But all this free stuff that I do on YouTube, I just turn the camera on and talk, man. And according to everybody, I do everything wrong. I get the emails, SEO sucks, but all my channels and everything organically originally blew up. I was having fun doing it the wrong way, and it blew up. And even now, it took me 2 years to monetize my first channel. This one, we're at 2 months, barely. I'm almost able to add like the super chats and all that. And then probably like another month after that, we'll get the full monetization, like the watch page ads, right? Within a couple months, let's say 4 months, 4 or 5 months, when it took me 2 years the first time to get the 1,000 subscribers and monetization. And it's a little harder now to monetize. It was easier before back then. I think it was half the watch time and like 1,000 or 2,000 subscribers. I can't remember. So it's harder now, and I'm doing it 4 or 5 times faster. But I'm having fun. You know, people think I'm out there or too passionate, too aggressive. That's fine, right? Everyone's allowed their opinion. But I'm having fun, dude. I'm having fun. That's why I can keep showing up every day. Whether these videos get 1 view or 1 million views, it doesn't matter. Y'all got to really learn how to have fun. And many of you need to get around the right people. Tanner. Shout out to Tanner. He'll probably watch this video and drop a comment, right? Been about a year on my team. He moved from Arizona to Miami, joined my team, joined my coaching program, closed 8 deals his first year in a brand new market. And, you know, he moved across the country, young guy. Shout out to him, working his ass off. He's had some good months. He has a lot of momentum. He's about to close his biggest deal, a near $1 million listing. My dude's, shout out to him, right? Salute. He came to me today, right? I go to my meeting, my team meeting, and he's tense. And I'm like, dude, this dude looks like he wants to fight somebody. We start talking. And he tells me, oh, this is happening, this is happening. Long story short, we start doing the training. Within 10 or 15 minutes, I have him laughing about those situations. And then I keep going. But then a few minutes later, I say, Tick, have you noticed that you're not tense anymore? You're relaxed, you're feeling a lot better? He's like, yeah. I was like, you see? Now, part of it is this. I gave him some insight. I gave him a lot of that training, but part of it was this. We find the light and bring light to every situation, meaning you learn to laugh at things. And by the end of the training, he's laughing, having a good time. When in the beginning, he was like, I could tell something wasn't like, you know, when you look at somebody and you're like, dude, this guy looks like he's about to explode. That's what he looked like. And all it took was a few exchanges within a couple minutes, boom. Now, there was a lot that I gave him in that time, but part of it was what I'm talking about in this video. I got him to laugh at those situations. The moment he laughed, it released. Laughter is medicine. If you didn't understand, for those of you who don't, at the subconscious and neurological level in your body, when you can laugh at a painful memory, a stressful memory, a memory that induces anger, when you can laugh at it genuinely, you release it. You release it from your system. If you ever heard the word engram, I have a traumatic situation, right? It gets encoded in my nervous system. This is why people have trauma and that kind of stuff. You can release it. Now, long story short, I'm not just saying you laugh and it goes away. No, it's a little bit more nuanced than that. But when you get to the point where through these processes, you can literally laugh at that situation that used to bring you hell in whatever emotional way it does, in a negative way, it releases. And finally, its hold and its grip on you goes away. Right? Cliff Notes version, right? And we gave Tanner a taste of that in the training. And then I talked more about it, right? We went about 45 minutes or an hour. But I said, dude, life is good. And then we just continued having a conversation, different perspective, boom, boom, boom. He leaves, flying high, laughing, relaxed. And then we talk. And we're like, dude, this is the stuff. At the end of the conversation, I was like, this is the stuff that people have no idea about. They might come to me for sales or real estate or whatever, or, oh, he had fancy cars. But this is the real stuff, man, that changes people's lives. But it's in a video of just, oh, well, laugh at stuff. Oh, what is that going to do? This stuff is a lot deeper than people think it is. And this is why I've always encouraged you guys who follow me to study. Study behavioral psychology, study evolutionary psychology, study neurolinguistic programming, study hypnosis. I teach that stuff, but study it, get books, start somewhere. Read online articles about it, right? If you can find the light in things and laugh at things and laugh, like let's say you embarrass yourself, you fall down, you slip in front of people and everyone's kind of laughing. If you can laugh with them instead of feeling embarrassed, man, you've unlocked a level of life that most people won't. Dude, I'll sit there and have old memories come in my head and I just start busting out laughing in front of people. I don't care what they think. I'm laughing and having a good time, dude. I'll never forget this. For those of you who've been around, maybe some of you are still around who have been following me for a long time. If you remember back in like 2013, 14, when my channel first started, my original channel, and I would post videos with my friend Eric, that tall kid. At one point, right, because those videos that you would see me shoot, making calls or in that little apartment was a little rat hole, 400 square foot apartment where I started my journey. Literally a one bedroom, right? It was super small. And I remember at one point, one of the neighbors, when we were coming out, we were here, and then the corner neighbor, right? She stops, she's like, hey guys, I gotta ask you a question. Like, you're always laughing. And she was just amazed, like, how are you laughing all the time? And then we start laughing, right? We just started laughing. We're like, we had a good connection where we had a lot of inside jokes, but we kind of had that same mindset of always laughing at stuff. So she's like, how are you guys? And remember, she never came over to our place, right? She was always next door. But she would hear us laughing so much. She was just bewildered because she would always fight with her daughter, and it kind of sucked. Like, they were yelling at each other. It was kind of negative over there. So she was probably just so like, how are these dudes laughing and always having a good time? And we just told her, it's like, we just laugh at everything, right? So maybe I developed that even at a younger age, but I knew life was better that way. You feel better when you laugh. You have more of an attractive energy. It's more comforting. It's less needy. There's no agenda behind what you do. And when we'd go out together, right, we'd be like door knocking and making calls together. We'd make each other laugh. Man, those interactions went so much better because when we got to people's door, we were talking on the phone, we were already kind of like, oh, hey, like we were already in a laughing mood and people just responded differently. Laughter is medicine. Laughter connects people. Everybody has a great time when we go see a comedian. Maybe not now because the woke stuff has taken over and, they're trying to like cancel comedians, which is ridiculous, right? But man, don't you love when you laugh? I laugh a lot. And I would really encourage you guys to do it too. I think it's going to keep you young. I think it's going to release a lot of that trauma that you guys have. And man, life is just so much better when you laugh. And believe me, I know, because I've either had a lot of deep, dark moments, or you may be going through them right now, but you can still laugh. You have one life. And near the end, you're going to look back. And if you laughed most of the time and took those things in stride and took it on the chin, you're going to be satisfied versus sitting on your deathbed regretting like, oh man, I probably should have, like even everyday situations, somebody yelling at you in traffic, somebody saying some dumb thing to you, trolls leaving negative comments. I just laugh, dude. Who cares? Who cares? Because if you respond aggressively or negatively compared to laughing, Which one serves you better long term? Answer. Give me an answer in the comment section. In which instance would getting all pissed off or, right? Like I had a dude the other day in a one-way in a parking lot, try to come in the wrong way, and I'm going. I'm like, just waiting. He pulls up in front, gets out of his car. Hey, man, get out of the way. And I'm just like, I leaned out the window. I was like, are you done? He's like, yeah. I said, it's a one-way, bro. Like you can only go this way. You're not supposed to come in. He's like, yes, you can. And then he got in his car and ranted and drove off. I just laughed. I looked at my trainer. He was with me. We're like, dude, he's crazy. But I know people that would ruin their day. Then they bitch about it, post on Facebook. And then for a month, I was like, dude, this guy's just running around mad. But an insignificant moment like that should be done within a couple seconds, people carry it with them. It weighs on you, y'all. It weighs on you mentally. It literally destroys you. It ages you. It grays your hair. It gives you wrinkles and makes you sour about life. You stop going after your goals. You stop being motivated. It's horrible. It's horrible. When you laugh and you're lighthearted and having fun, that is also magnetic to people. They want to be around that. And if you're a salesperson watching me or in real estate, it is intoxicating. People love it. I've even heard that from clients. They're like, dude, you seem more excited than us about this. Like, you're always in a good mood. I'm like, yeah, dude. If I had the choice of being in a good mood or a bad mood, what am I going to choose? I'm going to choose a good mood. Life is too short, man. And I get it, right? We've all had bad shit happen to us. I've had a lot of people close to me pass away. Like, dude, I've seen a lot of dark and nasty things as well. And I've been on the other side. Let me tell you, this side is much better. Much better. You live life better. You're happier. You're more fulfilled. The negativity that you hate and despise will be repelled by you. Because if I'm all happy, and laughing and having a good time, negative people don't want to be around me. They're going to run away from me because they're the opposite of it. It's like the opposite, right, of the magnets, right? They repel each other. They're just going to be like, get away. And they're going to go complain and be like, oh, look at them. They're just laughing and having a good time. But good, do that over there. I don't care. I'm going to be over here laughing and having a good time and enjoying life as I should. But man, you gotta lighten up a little bit. And there's no one way of doing it. You learn to make life fun. Do competitions with your friends, challenge each other, talk a little bit of smack, right? Have fun, dude. Stop taking life so damn serious. Yes, you're gonna take it serious, but when you're loose, like that's one of the things you learn. Like when I first started learning to fight and boxing, being tense and all that, it just drains your energy. The people who are fluid and loose are the fastest and the best. But you gotta be relaxed to do that. And when you laugh, you're relaxed. When you're upset all the time, you're tense. It's no good. All right? Appreciate you guys watching. Leave a thumbs up. Drop me a comment too. That always helps with the algorithm. People are always asking, how can we support? At the very minimum, click one of the links below and get on the email list. Number 2, leave a like. Number 3, subscribe if you haven't. But number 4, drop a comment, even if it's a couple words. Helps with the algorithm. All right? See you guys.